Go ahead.
Okay. Okay, good evening, everybody. David Silverman here with Debbie Wetzler. We are in your upline. I'm an Ambassador Diamond with ASEA, and Debbie is my sponsor. She's a triple diamond, and we do this call, Zoom, every week at this time, 8 p.m. Eastern, unless it's a national holiday, which sometimes it is on Mondays. And we're glad that you're here, and we invite you to invite your entire team. Whenever you have new people coming on board, bring them, because it serves a few purposes, all in one, in this hour that we have together every week. One is it's a sense of community. It's good that we all get together. We can't all physically be together because some people are calling in from Asia. Some people are I'm in Maryland with Debbie. People in California, I see people in Alabama, people in Virginia, people all over the country and all over the world. But it's a chance for us to get together and a sense of community and ask questions and feel connected with a group of people that knows about something really, really special. You know, when you're a pioneer with something and it sounds too good to be true, you deal with some negative people. And it's nice to know that we all kind of know about this. We know that this is a huge breakthrough for humanity, a gift for humanity. And I'm telling you, you'll see if you come every week, it is nice to get together with us because, you know, not just me and Debbie, but everybody here, because we're all in the same boat. We all want to help people. We all want to help ourselves. And you learn a lot here. And it's a chance for also for your new people to introduce, you get to introduce them to us, me and Debbie and the leaders and everybody else. We all get to, you know who they are and where they are in the country, and we could plug them into things that are happening locally. So we do that. We make announcements about what's going on. I'll go through that in just a few minutes. We have a testimonial, one or two people just share what they've seen happen with the product this week, which is great. We generally do some type of training. Most of the time we do. I don't think we will tonight, but we're going to have open forum tonight where people will just ask questions and recognize people for accomplishments. And we'd love to recognize people for every accomplishment, including doing fast forwards and making their first three-way phone call and enrolling to go to Envision and bringing a guest to an event, bringing people to the Wednesday webinars. But for the sake of time, we recognize people that have made rank advancements, because rank advancements in this company represent two things. Represents you've been helping people and educating them, making them aware of this breakthrough and helping them. And it also means you're making money, right? And it also can mean you're helping other people and your business make money. And so this is not a business about let's just make money. It's a gift for humanity. It works. We're at the beginning of it. And we make people aware of it, and the company rewards us for it. And since most people, almost everybody goes through life either struggling or settling financially. And the ones that aren't, they're either struggling or settling with time freedom, or they're struggling or settling with satisfaction, making a difference in this world. We have a gift, and there's a great business opportunity here. So that's the purpose for the call. And we usually started off first with a product testimonial, somebody that saw something happen this week. And I've seen lots of things. I was down in Dallas for a few days, and I was in Lubbock, Texas, and Debbie was just in Concord, North Carolina. And I'll go through announcements of things that are going on. But if anybody has something they want to share that they've seen happen with the product this week on themselves or someone else, could you unmute your line and just go ahead and just share with us?
I have something.
Go ahead, Deb.
With Joyce and John, Connor and Gladstone. We were doing a presentation yesterday, and we were at a man's house who works for LG. And he had gone up to New York to do a show, and he was standing 14 hours on a concrete slab. And his feet were knots, and he could not move, and he couldn't move his feet. And he was in such pain, and he had a knot on his back that he'd already gone to the chiropractor 2 times and a massage therapist 1 time and had hot stones, and it was still this huge knot. And I said, would you like to feel better? And he goes, like, there's no way. And I said, take your shoes and socks off. So I literally did your 3 and 5, of course. I rubbed his feet 3 times in 5 minutes with the Renew 28. I wish you could see his face. We were just with him for dinner. We just ended and left. his face was that of a deer in headlights. He just went, "What is going on?" And he was moving his feet back and forth, and he was like, "This is insane. I have never seen anything. Oh my God." And he gets up and he literally starts dancing around. And this is in front of about 10, 6 to 7 to 10 people who are there for a presentation. And he's dancing and stuff. And he goes, "I've got this knot in my back." And I said, "Well, go lay down somewhere." I laid him down. I rubbed it in. He goes, "There's no way. I've already had two chiropractors and a massage therapist." And I said, "Okay." And I rubbed it in twice. And he got up, and his face was priceless. It was priceless. He goes, "No, this can't be real. This can't be real. This just can't be." And he's going up and down, and he does this like literally through the whole presentation. I was presenting there. Well, it was for a few hours, and he just kept going on and on and on, and he was ecstatic. And so they're all in. They signed up today. He's already called I don't know how many people. And he's so excited, but he could not believe what happened to him.
We saw the same thing happen in church, Charles and I in church in Dallas, and also in Adora's house. Everybody that used it. Sometimes you go 10 for 10, 20 for 20.
Yep.
We always say 9 for 10, but it's amazing. Absolutely amazing.
Yeah. David, I have a real quick one. It's Anita.
Sure. Hi, Anita.
Okay. Hi. So this is actually from Brenda Cully. She couldn't be on tonight, but she got her friend Diane, who was waiting for a kidney transplant. And after a couple weeks of being on ASEA, she happened to go get her blood work retested. And I can't say this word, hematocrit.
Hematocrit.
Okay. Improved so much that she's now eligible for a kidney transplant.
Wow. Well,
yeah, that's a big wow.
So her blood work, yeah, that's pretty impressive. And you know what? If she's on it long enough, she might not even need the damn transplant.
Who knows? But her doctor couldn't believe it.
Yeah, it's fantastic. Anybody else want to share one real quick?
Hey, David.
Yes.
Yeah. Hey, I'm sorry, I'm sitting in the car, so I can't, but you won't see me.
Hi, Caroline.
I was just going to say on the weekend, we did an in-hometown in North Carolina before we went to the Concord event. And one of the women there, she's retired, and we're all together, so I can say she had really severe fibromyalgia. It was so bad for her. She really had a hard time even talking about any of it without breaking into tears. I mean, she was choking it back all the time. So we came to the 3 and 5 and we said, do you have anything that hurts? And so she kind of looked at us and said, everything that hurts. So she picked the knee to start working on because she could access it. And she's on heavy duty pain meds, which she said really don't do anything for her. So of course the inevitable, which we always know is going to occur, 10 minutes into this, she has no more discomfort in that knee whatsoever. And I mean, she was just so elated with this possibility of being able to get off the pain meds and actually have a life where she can sleep, because she just can't sleep and she can't function. And I said to her, you're on the heavy duty pain meds. I said, have they managed to take away the pain for you in 10 minutes? And she said, no, absolutely not. I mean, she was just so excited at the potential of what's going to happen for her. I just can't wait to hear the outcome.
That's fantastic. And look, if you all were on the call this morning, the Ascent Mastermind call for people to win the Cancun trip, I was saying that this is our magic wand. This is something that no one else has. Giving someone an experience, and not everybody has pain or stiffness, but a lot of people do. And when they have an experience, that gives us such an advantage over other health products, over other opportunities, because people sometimes they do a little research for something they're going to drink, but people will make a much faster decision to put something on their body than in their body. And number two, if they're in pain and you demonstrate this and you take it and you say, look, it's marketed for wrinkles. Here's some pictures. They're like, wow, look at that. Wrinkles. That's great. They'd say, I want it already. But they see it's safe because you're putting it on your face, right? And you say, put it on your hand. And 9 times out of 10, people are really happy if they're hurting. Do you have anything that hurts you? And don't just give them a sample and say, try it when you get home. Do it when you're with them. Be a good promoter and say, if it could be dramatically better or gone within 1 to 10 minutes, would you take the 10 minutes to see putting it on? Let's do it. Have them do it. And if you know you had a 90% chance at least of having them say, wow, dancing around or whatever it is, man, take the shot. I mean, I don't predicate my business on someone being in pain, but if they are, I want to find out when they're face to face. So you guys we're hearing a common thing here with pain relief, and Anita's with blood work with kidney failure. Pretty cool stuff. Really cool. Deb, do you want to do the recognition next?
Sure. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Let me share my screen. As we just heard, our company is just hitting momentum, and it's to the point where the rank advancements and the people signing up and stuff are just kind of going crazy. So congratulations to everyone who has done anything. So as far as new directors, we have Jean-Philippe Pecoraro.
Debbie's going to do her best, and I'm glad she's doing it because
Exactly.
I'm messing up.
Joe Jasper as directors. Director 300's John Connor. And John Connor is sitting right here with me. So John, can you wave?
Hello.
So we'll have him talk a little bit later. He's a precision engineer, and he's one of the smartest men I've ever met. And I've been staying with him, and so I would love to get him on to tell a little bit more about how he's been doing things. But Wally Babatunde,
He's in UK.
in the UK. Ab Tosfatal is new director 300. Bo
So
Spen-
Debbie's not going in order of what's on the screen. She's going by the levels, and then she's going to move up to the higher levels. Just
right. Bo Swenson, Tala Hoffman, Kirsten Thor, Sophie Rusulo, Peter Marinakis, and that's it for the Director 300s. Director 700s, Lee Kwan Liu, Imelda Smallwood, Helavi Highlander, Alexandra Lembo, Katie Lopez, Karen Helenis, Kiersey Molis, Nancy Scharf, Lily Ing 0515, Patricia Stoddard, and Marit Nin Imalkal. And I'm sorry, I probably butchered that completely. We have some new bronze executives. Swung Wei is a new bronze executive, and Elizabeth Gustafsson, who I just stayed with in Sweden. I'm so happy for her. She's really been telling a lot of people about this.
well, she's happy. She's happy she's alive.
Well, exactly. There you go. Very true. And new gold executive Tekla Brodek under Wilmot. We are so happy for both of them.
She's in
So
France.
yeah, in France. So we are so happy for everyone. Congratulations on your rank advancements. That just means you're telling more and more people about this and changing people's lives. And we're really, really proud and happy to be working with you. So I will stop
Awesome.
sharing now. Absolutely awesome.
So things are moving pretty fast. You know, like we said, the company hit $100 million for the year last year. And I have to tell you, Debbie and I have been in this for a long time, and we thought that would happen sooner because that's a really important mark. Network marketing companies, when they hit 100 million and they're past their 5th year and they're still growing, it's an inflection point. It's a point, like a threshold, where there's enough distributors on the earth talking, and network marketers start to pay attention to what's going on. Like, who is this company? They went over 100 million. It is this magical number where it just goes. So you understand that when the company launched in 2009, soft launched, it grew. And then in 2014, when the gel came out, it took a big jump. And then it grew, but it was growing kind of like this. I mean, in 2017, there was like 84 million. The year before was 81 million. The year before that was like 70 some million. Well, that's for the whole year. Well, last week, with 2 months to go, they hit 100 million. So they're going to do between 120 and 140 million this year. And what happens, guys, now is really exciting because companies that hit this point, they start doubling every year. So we're going to be in the 200s next year, and then we're going to be in the 400s in 20. And that means in 21 or 22, we'll be $1 billion a year, where last year it was 84 million. That's where we are right now. So those of you who are ready to put your seatbelt on and really do the work, like I heard Carolyn say she was doing in-homes in Concord. She's at the meeting. She's doing in-homes. You know, I'm just telling you, this is the moment. And we've been waiting for it, and it's on us. And it's very exciting. So Debbie and I are doing all we can to help. And I'm going to share my screen and show you what else is happening so that you can plug into what's happening. Okay, so I'm going to go through some announcements, things that are happening. And I'm going to start with this week. All right, let me see if I can get rid of some of, I don't know how to get rid of that. But. Okay, so here's what's going on this week, guys. The first Tuesday of the month, we have the health professional Zoom. And that is at 9 p.m. tomorrow night. And you go to A Team Webinar, and it's a Zoom. And if you have Zoom downloaded, you just hit join meeting, you're in. If someone does not have it, you have a guest, and they haven't downloaded Zoom, it will prompt them to do it. Understand that these are recorded. The one tomorrow night will be recorded and posted here, and you can find lots of them here. You can find dentists, you can find me, you can find medical doctors, you can find anesthesiologists, you can find chiropractors interviewed, you can find Dr. Samuelson, Dr. Ward. So they're there, okay? And I'll share the infrastructure document in a minute. Wednesday, again.
Wait, Dave. Before you go on, I just want to say that on Tuesday nights also, I am doing a new associate training. So it's just kind of some things that people don't know about in your back office and different things. So I train on different things. So I will be doing a new associate training, which is kind of your basic training, but it's things that people don't always know about, on 8 o'clock on Tuesday night, tomorrow night again.
On this Zoom number that you're on. So
Correct.
At 8 o'clock tomorrow Eastern, Debbie's going to do a getting started kind of basic training on the Zoom number you're on right now. And then at 9 o'clock, that's for prospects. I mean, you're welcome to go if you're new because you want to learn more, but you know, these are the things that are really to help you build your business and drive people to them. So Wednesday's our big day. Debbie and I do them at 9 a.m., 1 p.m., and 9 p.m. We may change the 9 a.m. one in a couple weeks because Asia's not on daylight savings time, and now that's 10 o'clock at night for them because they moved it. Now they're 13 hours ahead of us. We might change it, but we haven't changed it yet. So as it stands, that's the wrong Zoom number. Excuse me. It's the new Zoom number here. There's the Zoom number, the one you're on right now. Okay. We about 30 minutes explaining and 30 minutes answering everybody's questions. People want to hear from a doctor. Here I am. I'm on the medical professional board. You bring them. They can ask me anything they want. If they say, well, I have cancer, will this cure me? I am not going to say it's going to cure them. So don't expect me to say, yes, I've seen it cure cancer. What I will say is it can't hurt at all. It is non-toxic, and I can refer them to some websites where they can look up some things. So if they ask me specific diseases, I'm not going to tell them it's going to work, but I can always say it can't hurt. You know, I will demonstrate how to get instant proof with this for the opportunity or the product, the 3 times in 5 minutes, all of that. So those are the 3 there. Now, once a month, I'm highlighting this. The first Wednesday of the month, the company has a Zoom. It's called the In Touch Zoom. I was the guest on it last month. I don't know who the guest is this month, but corporate does it. Corporate works with the field tightly. So this is a great call, and it's recorded, and you can find the recordings at, let me put it on there, www.iamasia.com. You can find the recordings from the previous ones, right? But tomorrow it's live. Thursday is a big night. I'm going to have a busy week this week because I'm on this too. But this one is not interactive, but Alan Noble does an incredible job explaining ASEA. Really good. The product and the opportunity really well. And then he asks a couple people about their experience with the product and how the business has changed their life. So tonight, this Thursday, he asked me to be the guest, and someone in our group, Danielle Matthews, who's an amazing 29-year-old superstar, is going to be on there, who had no network marketing experience, who's definitely going to be a diamond. So that's at 9 p.m. Eastern time, which is 10 a.m. Singapore time, Hong Kong time. And the recording should be available for 48 hours at the same website, which is discoverasea.com. Okay? Live events coming up. Now check this out, guys, because I just came back from Dallas. Debbie just came back from North Carolina. There's a lot going on. Now, if you go to ateamsupport.com, www.ateamsupport.com, and click the events tab, well, you have to put in the password associate with a capital A, but click the events tab, you'll see calls and live events. Click live events, and this is what you're going to see, details and flyers on all these things. These are all diamonds at these things. Albuquerque, New Mexico, that's next Saturday. Chicago, Illinois, in Spanish, next Saturday. Raleigh, North Carolina, the following Saturday, the 17th. Redwood City, California, November 17th. Portland, Oregon, November 17th. San Antonio, Texas, November 17th. Dallas, Texas, December 1st. Debbie and I are going to be there for that. That's going to be a really good one down there. These are all great events. I mean, these are all diamonds at these events. Trish Winkler is going to be, the number one earner is going to be in Tampa on December 11th. And we haven't put a flyer up. We haven't put it on there yet, but Debbie and I are putting one on in the Washington, D.C. area in Maryland on December 8th, so save the date, okay? So these are the things that are coming up, and I just want to share one other thing with you, and that is our infrastructure document. Okay, now I'm going to have to update this again. I just did. You can see the date here is October 28th. But this document is a really, really good resource document. Let me expand this with my fingers here. I'll just scroll down. And there's all the live events that take place. I just went through a bunch of those, right? These are the things that are in place to help you build your team and be part of this company going to $1 billion. But you got to plug in. There's prospecting tools and videos. There's training tools, the simple training videos we have to start with. You can see it says the very first thing in yellow, Fast Start Training at amazingmoleculestraining.com. That's how to use Facebook to build your business. There's your upline listing of every diamond in your upline all the way to the top. And here's the 3 times in 5 minutes, how to do that. So if you don't have this document, ask your upline for it. Debbie posts it on her Facebook group. I post it on my Facebook group. And so those are the announcements of things that are happening. One other thing is I was on a call today with Trish Winkler and some other diamonds, and you're going to see something coming out that's really cool, and it's called Bank, B-A-N-K. I'm not going to go into what it is now, except to give you an idea. When we talk to people, you know, our business is talking to people. You have to open your mouth. But there are different types of personalities, and they can be broken down into 4 types. And if you are talking, if you're, let's say I'm one type of personality, and that's the only way I talk to people. If I'm talking to a person that's not my personality, all right, there are 4 types. There's a chance on 1 out of 4, they're going to connect with me because they connect with the way I communicate. There's a 75% chance that the people are not going to connect with me because I'm not communicating at their level. But if you can identify, if there was a simple way to do it in 90 seconds to identify which of the 4 personalities these people are, what puts them in a position where they're very receptive to listening to you instead of just talking about, you know, if they're really analytical, that's great. If you want to talk about mitochondria, that's great, right? But the other ones are shutting down. They're not listening to a word you're saying. They're like, I'm not interested from the get-go. But if there was a way within literally 90 seconds to identify, number 1, which type of personality is this? And you also were trained on how do you approach those people? How do you talk to them? So instead of saying, well, you know, go for the no, because the more no's you get, the closer you get to a yes. What if you increased your chances of getting yeses because you were communicating a little bit differently? So you're going to see something coming out very soon. And Debbie, I didn't even talk to you about this yet. But everybody that was on there, Bobby Martin, me, there were several people that just kind of ran it by when we were in Ireland, and some other folks. It's pretty cool. So keep your eyes open for it. You'll see. I'm going to run it. Debbie's going to go through it with me. And if she wants to promote it, she's going to promote it. I definitely am. Because I'm about, hey, instead of throwing a bunch of stuff up against the wall and seeing what sticks, let's communicate. And if it's a simple way to do it, not a lot of training. It's not like, oh gosh, you got to go to school and take courses in this thing. It's a 90-minute thing, and it's cheap. The whole thing is like $50. And it can help you kind of like I did the 6 reasons video, where you're trying to find out the reason for why they want to look at this. But if you combine that with communicating on their level, not the wrong level, everybody's going to have more success. And this woman's had success. And so anyway, I just wanted to share that with you. Okay. Debbie, did you want to introduce new people and ask people to introduce people, or something else that I missed as far as announcements?
Sure. No, I don't think you've missed any announcements. Those are all the things that are coming up. And there's always big events going on everywhere in the country. So if you've got anybody in any of those sections of the country, please just let us know, and we can get in touch with the Diamonds there so they can introduce your people and get them in and get their questions answered.
I left out one thing. I'm sorry, Deb. I don't interrupt you. Real quick. The 3 events for 2019. Every week we go through these because these are really important. There are 3 huge events in 19, and if you're in this to win it, these should be things that you commit to. Ascent, you can win it. Everybody can win this. You can win partial payment. You can win full ride, everything. Go into your back office. You can see the details on it. But it's for bronzes, silvers, golds, and platinums. And if you say, I'm not a bronze yet, it doesn't matter. You get to bronze, you can qualify for this, right? And you can get the company to pay for the whole thing. The qualification period started September 8th, and it goes to March 1st. The trip is June 11th to the 15th. Debbie and I are going. We have to pay. We cannot win this. This is not for diamonds. It's every year. It's a fantastic chance to just hang out, have a good time, build relationships with the diamonds and the founders and corporate and everybody. Envision and Convention. 2 huge events. These are vision events. These are events where you get the big picture, and everybody you bring gets the big picture. Envision is a corporate this year, January 17th to 19th. It is your chance to take a tour of the FDA production facility and take your people through it so they can see how big this is and how prepared this company is to be a $1 billion company, to be a $10 billion company. This is not some, exotic juice thing or some lotion to make your skin look nicer. Those are great companies. We have a breakthrough for humanity, and this company is set for it. And when you see the product worked, it's one thing, but when you meet the people and see the facility, the physical plant, what they've done and how this is run, you get the picture that you're in the right place at the right time. So you want to get people there. And then the convention is in Las Vegas next year in September. So please get yourself registered so that we can help you get people there. Because when you bring new people to this call next week that you enroll and they introduce themselves, like Debbie's going to have new people introduce themselves, we're going to go through this picture right here. And they're going to say to you, if your name, let's say it's Stuart, are you going to that thing in Vision? No, I'm not going. I'm not going. What's the chance that your person's going to go? If they're really smart, they're going to say you're a fool. No offense, unless you got a good reason for not going. And they'll say they'll go, but most likely they won't go unless you go. And so if you want this business to pay you as a business, the only expense you have in this is getting to events. You're not stockpiling product to sell it, right? You're not spending money. The training's free, right? You don't have to buy brochures if you don't want to. Stuff's online, but you got it. You got to invest in yourself and go to these events. Nope, I've never seen a single diamond that did not go to these events. It's impossible to get the diamond unless you go, quite frankly. And once you get to one, then you realize why it's so important. So, Deb, I'm sorry I forgot that slide. I'm going to mute myself out, believe it or not.
Okay. Well, we'll go to new people because that's the number one function of this call is to introduce new people to the call. And so I can start with people. I have somebody also, but is there somebody here who has a new person on the phone?
I do.
Okay.
Can I introduce her?
Of course.
Okay. Her name is Catherine Scalisi. We call her Kathy. And she is a dynamo. Are you still there, Kathy?
I'm
She
here.
is. Hi, Kathy. Can you
Hi.
introduce us and tell us a little bit about yourself?
Right now, I am in the Home Depot parking lot. That's how devoted I am to this and how much I believe in it, because I had to come here to get paint. And so I figured, okay, I can do it all at the same time. I just want to say that this afternoon, before I came to Home Depot, I smacked my shin on a rosewood coffee table and saw stars. It hurt so much. And I sat down and I put my Renew 28 on and my pain was gone. And I just looked at my knee. There's no bruise. There's no nothing. Normally, I'm 58. Normally at this age, you bruise and they stay for a month. There's nothing.
That's fantastic.
I'm so happy.
But what did you look into ASEA to begin with for? It wasn't, you didn't know you were going to smack your leg. So what did you look into it for?
I did it for chronic pain. I have a fused spine cervical. It's fused at 3 levels. And so that was 10 years ago when I finally had the surgery, but I've been in pain since I was 15 and had the accident. So I am so looking forward to being free of the medicines that help me maintain the life that I have right now.
Okay. Well, wonderful. And have you been on it long?
Just this week. We just met on a plane.
Okay. So you haven't got your product yet. Okay. All right. Well,
I just got my products today, and already I'm finding people.
Awesome, Kathy.
That's great.
Yeah.
It's good to see. It's good to see you.
Oh, thank you.
Mhm.
All right. Well, very nice to meet you. Does anybody else have anybody new?
Hi, Debbie. This is Joyce.
Hi, Joyce.
Hi, I have someone new. Her name is Leontine. Tina for short. I met Tina a little over a week ago at a work-related event, and then she came to our coffee talks in 2 days. That was last Sunday, and she came on board on Tuesday. I think she got her products today. So she's on right now.
Okay. Is it Leontine?
Yeah.
Okay, Leontine. Not sure.
Yes. Hello. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Yeah, I'm Leontine, and I just joined 2 weeks ago. Got my product today. I haven't started yet. I'll be doing tonight, and I'm just looking forward to get a great deal out of this product.
Well, tell us a little bit about yourself. Who are you?
I work with the Housing Authority of the City of Frederick.
Okay.
And we met at this meeting at the meeting, I think 2 weeks ago, for the Frederick County. So she talked about the wellness, and I was like, okay, let me see what's going on with my blood pressure. I said, I'm going to definitely try it. So I got the product today, and I'm going to try the ASEA tonight, and told her that within a week I'll let her know how it goes. But I'm so happy to be part of this group, and soon I'll be part of the business as well. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely, and we look forward to working with you. And I'll be back in Maryland again tomorrow, so I look forward to meeting you in person.
All right, thank you. Thank you so much.
Okay, anyone else?
I have guests.
Okay, Buffy.
Hey, everybody. I want to introduce Jeff and Shelly Bennett, and they are here in Virginia, and I'm very, very excited to have them join the team and be on the team.
Okay. Jeff and Shelly.
Jeff, you want to unmute your computer? You can say hello.
Oh, I'm talking to Jeff after this call, right?
I believe you are, yes. You're still muted, Jeff.
Debbie, can you do it?
Let me see. Yep.
Oh, there we go.
There you go.
Yeah.
Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you very much. So Yep. I am here in Bedford, Virginia, and it's close to Lynchburg. I work with the Housing Authority in Lynchburg. So, I was actually, I'm my wife's guinea pig for ASEA, and she dragged me to Panera Bread to meet with Buffy. And because I have been in chronic pain for a long time, I had a chronic condition in my foot for over 20 years. I was told by the doctors that there's nothing that can be done. So I either have to learn to live with it, or I can, I can opt for surgery that might or might not work. So when I applied the Renew 28 in Panera Bread with my shoes and socks off, I got instantaneous relief. We bought into it right then and there, and very, very happy to be with the group, and to also be introducing this product to almost everybody. Everybody at work has said, "What has gotten into you?" Because my energy level is through the roof.
Yeah.
My fatigue is gone. I'm fairly certain that it's working on my digestive system. Just a lot of things that were, I guess, wrong with me, and now are becoming right. So, yep. And every friend that we've told about this and has taken it has noticed a huge difference and is getting hooked on this. So.
Oh, that's so exciting. Well, welcome to the team. And
thank you.
That is fantastic, and we're very happy for you. We look forward to working with you.
I look forward to working with you also.
Absolutely. David, did you want to say anything?
Jeff, when this call's over, Jeff, I'll give you a call, okay?
All right. You want me to call you, or are you going to call me?
I'll call you. It's fine.
Okay. Sounds good. We look forward to it.
Absolutely. Great. Nice to meet you, Jeff.
Thank you.
All right.
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, Debbie, Pastor Nadi here. I have a guest.
Hi, Pastor. Who do you have?
Okay.
How are you? Yes. Peaches, are you here? Can you unmute yourself and say hello?
Hello, everyone. My name is Peaches.
Hi, Peaches.
Yes, I'm just a guest for the night. I'm still in the deciding stage, and I hope to join. I hope to join tomorrow.
Okay.
Well, welcome early. You're either going to join tomorrow, or you'll join one day. Whenever, the sooner the better, Peaches.
Okay.
Yes. Hopefully, you've heard some things tonight that will help you decide that.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Okay. It was very helpful.
Thank you, Peaches.
So, tell us a little bit about yourself, though.
Oh, whew. I'm a grandmother of 4.
So you need energy. There's one.
A whole lot of energy. And just got a brand new grandson added to the 3 I have. 3 grandsons and 1 granddaughter. 4 kids of my own. Helping them all, just too much to do right now. And I need that energy.
The energy, that's for sure.
It sounds like
I can tell you I'm a grandmother of 2, and I can chase my grandchildren around all day long thanks to this product.
Tell them about your health.
My health is super right now, and just went through some what do you call it, trial times earlier in the beginning of the year, but thank God I'm fine now. And
good. We'll help keep you that way. You'll have energy. Maybe you have some more free time to spend time with your kids and grandkids. If you help people with this product, the company will say thank you with money, and everybody else will thank you with hugs. And we'll keep you healthy so you don't go back to where you were at the beginning of the year. How's that?
It sounds great.
Perfect. Well, welcome, Peaches.
Welcome, Peaches.
Right. Thank you all.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Okay, well, I would like to introduce somebody, if I could. This person is an engineer, so he's very analytical, and he wants to know why this product works, not how it works. Why and how, I guess. Joyce Gladstone has been a very good friend of mine. I'm down here with her right now. We've known each other for about 20 years. And she's introduced her significant other, John Connor, to it. And John is, like I said, an engineer and has been trying to study why and how this works. I was like, even Gary Samuelson doesn't know why, but good luck. But he got excited with what he has been seeing going on, and he has signed up 2 people today, became a brand new Director 300. So I would like to introduce John Connor to all of you. So I'm going to turn my computer over to him. So John, say hi to the group.
Hello, I'm John. Good to be
John. Welcome.
Well, thank you, thank you. Rather than undergo, you're going to ask me
tell a little bit about yourself and your background.
I'm an engineer. I'm a geotechnical mining engineer type person. I am the world's greatest skeptic. I want to know why things work. I don't care how they work. I want to know why they work. I feel really if you know why they work, you're prepared for any question that may come your way. My reason for joining this is I've over the past few years I've been on a real health roller coaster, and my main goal in doing this is totally divorcing big pharma in my life. And I think with Garcia and being on a team, I found out very early in life the best way to succeed is to surround yourself with people who are more capable than you are. So consequently, I have Joyce and Debbie on my team, so I don't think I can fail. So I'll give it back to Debbie. Here you go.
Thank you, John.
That's awesome. Welcome, John.
He's also one of the best chefs you'll ever have in your life. So I have been totally spoiled, and I don't want to go home tomorrow. We'd like to keep you here. Anyway.
So is there anybody else new on? Okay, so if there's not, why don't we just open it up for questions? If people have questions about anything,
absolutely.
We might be able to answer them, or I might just share it. We might share our screen and show you where you can find the answers, because we have a lot of resources, whether it's, what diseases does this work for? How does it work? Training, compensation plan, whatever you guys want to ask, just unmute your line and ask, okay?
Hey, David, can you hear me? This is Bonnie.
Hey, Bonnie, how are you, bud?
All right, Dave. I just want to thank Dr. David and Charles Osong. They helped a family member in Dallas without my presence and signed up a family member for me. Thank you so much, Doc and Charles Osong.
You're very welcome. It was a pleasure. It was a great meeting at Adora's house. In fact, I've got a picture of the house with Charles speaking. Actually, let's see if I can get this up here. You probably see your cousin there somewhere. It was a great meeting. It really was. Every single person that had pain had a response. Every single one.
Thank you.
Yep, you bet.
Any other questions that anybody has at all, or comments?
I don't have a question, but I have a wonderful comment. My screen just went black. How weird.
Thank you for your comment.
Hey, Bonnie, could you mute your line?
Hello?
Right. My comment is everything went black. No!
Sorry, we're cracking ourselves up.
I know. You couldn't help yourself.
No, we couldn't. Sorry.
So Kathy just got her product today. But, when I saw her, I gave her a product to get started with. But she's already made the commitment to room with me for Envision.
Oh.
I'm so thrilled.
That's cool. That's great.
Fantastic. Good decision. Good decision.
That's right. I know who the best roommate's going to be.
She's a party queen. She's a party grandma.
I know. I found that out on the plane.
You've never
Hey.
roomed with me or David, so don't even go there.
And your sponsor just went gold last week too. So you've got someone who's definitely committed. And Gabby and I have had a lot of conversations when her business was kind of like this, haven't we, Gabby?
Yes, we have.
Yeah. And what do you think shifted? Because something
Oh, I
changed.
know.
Because
I
you were
know
at the bottom, I think, a few months ago because of that guy James. And I think you were kind of like this. You even said to me, I might even quit. And now you're gold. What changed?
Huge. What changed was I went back and looked at the training, amazingmoleculestraining.com. I went and visited other diamonds that were doing what they were doing. I started picking brains. Putting it all together, it goes back to this. The simple comp plan is change your law of attraction. I had been looking for people who really needed it because they were sick and their life was wah, wah, wah. And I realized if this was going to get out to people, I needed to meet people who caught the vision and had a sphere of influence. And my intention changed, my prayer in the morning changed, my gratitude changed, and it became get to and help them get to and help them get to. I saw with the new packs, the enrollment packs, suddenly realized the best way to suggest to people on the enrollment packs was something I'd never done before. It was always, okay, get the minimum, just get one case, see how it goes. No, that's not it. Get the deepest discount, get the freebies, get the most promotions. That's the entrepreneur. That's the entrepreneur. And when I started suggesting that and breaking it down monetarily, mathematically, and showing people, hey, you've got enough for the first 2 months, and then your ownership can simply be the supplements. And it just makes sense monetarily to get a free case when you enroll. So everybody looked at that and they're all getting on board. Almost everybody, I've been doing a lot of face-to-face. I don't care if I have to ride 2 hours, just like Carolyn. I don't care if I have to drive 2 hours, whatever it takes. Let people see eye to eye the conviction and the sincerity. And we meet heart to heart, not brain to brain. This isn't about the why. This is about what it does. Therefore, I'm able to put the renew on their body, on their friends' bodies, and they'll go, just like we were talking about, they'll say either what's in this stuff or how do I get it? And that's really, it's very simple. Nothing changed but the intention and the realization that the way you guys have been telling us is the way to do it. And
awesome. Awesome. Everybody, you see the shift in people. I've seen it in a lot of people on this screen where it just changes and you realize you can't chase sick people and just try to help the sick people. You help everybody, but business-wise, just share the product and the opportunity both, because no matter what people say, there's a 90% chance, over a 90% chance they're struggling or settling in life. And they're not looking for salt water to be the something that's made from salt water to be their vehicle to a life of freedom. But man, when this is $1 billion company, I don't want any of you guys to regret not really kicking it in and going to that website and watching that training and letting us help you, and speaking with people. So thanks. Now I got a question here from Sharon Reimer privately. It says, please describe the fastest way and how many associates it takes to get product paid for. I have an associate needing specific parameters. So that's a good question. Well, if you figure it this way, that if you have just preferred customers, if all they care about is getting their product paid for and they don't care about getting their car paid for or their house or making, $10,000 a week, then just look at it as customers. Every time a person has a customer on AutoShip, every one case is $25 that goes into their bank account. $25, right? So if you have 6 customers, let's say the average person is on between everything 200 points of product, right? So that's $50 a month per customer. So if they want $200 worth of product, they have 4 preferred customers, right? If they enroll associates and they come in with entrepreneur packs, they're going to make about almost around $200 in fast start bonuses. So if they want to bring in somebody with an entrepreneur pack every month, then they're going to get the product paid for just on the fast start bonuses, and they're building the residuals because of the auto ship. So there's a lot of ways to show people that they can fund their own health if they want to, through customers or associates. Sharon, I hope that helps.
If you have 4 preferred customers, it's $100 a month.
No, well, that's if they're on one case. I said if they're on 200 points each.
If they're on 200 points. Okay.
If they're on a case of ASEA and a couple tubes of gel, and they're taking one of the nutritionals.
Right. Okay.
And I still can't speak highly enough about that biome, everybody. I am one happy dude every day. That stuff is absolutely, it's changed. It's just amazing. Absolutely amazing what it's done for me.
David, I have a question for you that you may or may not know as a doctor, or maybe you've talked to somebody. I've had a few people that said they've gotten constipated with it.
Yeah.
And it's been several people. So is there a solution to that, or does that pass, or have you heard anything about that? Because it's and I have to ask some Carolyn's on the line. If she's still on, she could probably answer that. My suggestion would be just to take less of it, because I had chronic diarrhea. I mean, every day for decades. And ASEA did not help. This stuff helped. I mean, it's like a different world. It was just you just expect to sit down and it's a floodgate, and that doesn't happen anymore. It stopped the first day. Carolyn, are you still on?
Yeah, I am, David.
Can you answer that question? Do you know anything about that? I've had I've had at least 10 people say, I got on Biome and I got constipated, and I was on it for 3 weeks and I was still constipated, so I quit it.
Yeah, that's kind of intriguing. I'll do some research on that. I mean, normally what we see is when you're adding healthy bacteria into an area that's not healthy, you can get more disruption for a while, which is a sign of the fact it's beginning to settle itself down and work out its problems. So, I mean, some people might be more inclined to have some diarrhea rather than constipation, but long term, I don't understand that. That's kind of odd.
Well, I can say it's even a little bit for me also. I had more constipation. I mean, I was, excuse me, everyone, I was very regular. And then I got on the Biome and it kind of stopped. So
I would say the same thing. It didn't sit with me. It kind of disrupted my pattern for me. So I stopped taking it as well. So I don't know. I mean, that's not that it's a bad product for 1 second.
Right. I get it.
But, you know, that doesn't mean that good products always resonate with every human being. So, you know, it's not speaking to the fact that the product isn't well made, but that still doesn't mean that some of us may not resonate with something that's in it. And it may not be it may just be one particular thing in there that's causing the issue. So, yeah.
I've heard the exact opposite from a lot of people, that they're not constipated anymore. So
no, that's 90%. I'm just saying there's a lot of us, though. My son, myself, a lot of, and like I said, about 10 others that have just gotten constipated on it. So, and that's been since the very beginning. So I just wanted to ask that question.
Does anybody else have a question?
Yeah.
Hey, Robin.
Hey. Hey, David, this is Joe.
Hey, Joe.
We had a friend of ours who recently became an associate just get on the call, and I wanted to introduce him if I could.
Sure.
So I'd like to introduce a dear friend of mine from Lynchburg, actually from Madison Heights, Virginia, and his name is Jason Floyd. Jason, are you on still?
Yes, sir.
All right, there's Jason.
Oh, there's Jason. Okay. Hi, Jason.
Hi, y'all.
You have your Christmas tree up.
He never took it down. That's from last year,
Dad. Anyway, hi.
I don't think you can start too early.
Well, good for you. I love the Christmas spirit. Please tell us a little bit about yourself.
I'm 35. I worked with Joe for roughly a year and a half before him and his family moved down to North Carolina, and I'm just super thankful that I got to meet Joe and work with him the short time that I did. He made such a huge impact in my life. As to where I am now with the current job that I have, it's literally the best job that anybody can have in this area. And if it wasn't for him, I don't think that I would have ever gotten this job. Due to it's a manufacturing company, and I came from a retail background, and he took a chance on me, and it's worked out well so far.
So you trust him?
Absolutely, with all my heart, really.
So what's interesting you with ASEA? If you're totally happy with your job and money and time freedom, is it health reasons, or what is it that you're interested in ASEA for?
A couple of different things. My wife, she has eczema on her hands, and I'm just curious to see what it could do for her inside and out. And then we have twin girls who are 5, and they have a mild form of autism.
Mm-hmm.
So we literally just got with the best doctor in this area she's an autism specialist, and we're working with her to help the girls the best way that we can. But just hearing some of the testimonials that I've heard so far with kids that are on the spectrum, that it's definitely helped them in their day-to-day with being routine, or something is thrown at them that throws them off their routine, and they don't freak out nearly as much. So I'm just curious to see how it would help our girls develop emotionally, not so much physically. Physically, they do very well, but communication as well is what I would like to see come from this. So I'm going to take the ASEA to our doctor and see what she says. And, once everything is cleared by her and me and my wife are on board and agree with everything that is, what it can do for us, I'm just interested to see how it will help the girls.
I'll give you a little suggestion. Number one, your doctor is an autism specialist.
Yes.
Expert. Well, your friend Joe, believe it or not, probably is more of an autism specialist. And everybody on the screen probably is more of an autism specialist than most doctors, because they don't know about this. And I'll just say, I'm not bullshitting you. They don't know about this. So when you go to your doctor, don't just get the clearance that it's safe. And that's pretty easy because it's safe as water. A lot of times they'll say, unless they understand glutathione, unless they understand redox, they're going to say, oh, I don't know what this is. So I'm not putting negativity out there, but I'm just telling you, you got to use common sense. And if they say don't do it and you decide to not do it, that's okay. Because Robin and Joe are going to be there. And later in life, if you're not liking what's happened with your daughters, then you can come back to this. But I have conversations with people with severe diseases, and they say, I'm going to talk to my doctor about this. And I'm like, well, understand, doctors know what they know. They don't know what they don't know. And there's very few doctors who know about this. And if your doctor wants to talk to a doctor about this, then give me a call. Okay. I'm very happy to speak with him or her. Okay.
Okay. Absolutely.
Right. Awesome.
Thank you.
Jason, what part of North Carolina do you live in?
Joe and Robin live in North Carolina. I'm actually in Lynchburg, Virginia.
Okay. All right. And Joe and Robin, where do you live in North Carolina? Because that's where I am. That's why I want to know.
You're muted.
You're muted.
You're muted.
We're in the Wilmington area. How about you, Debbie?
I am down near Charlotte. So
okay. We were close to you the other day, Debbie.
In Concord.
About an hour and a half outside of Concord, but we were exhausted, so we didn't go to the meeting.
You didn't go to the meeting. Okay.
Yeah.
All
that's
right.
Where you are, right?
I am, and we were in Concord, and Joyce and John, who you just spoke to, live in the Kings Mountain.
Lovely downtown Kings Mountain.
So anyway,
Okay.
I love to connect people in the same area, so you can all work together. So anyway, I've got Sarah Sturms. One of Sarah Sturms' people came over today, Rebecca, and she and Joyce will be working together on meetings, so we can connect with each other. Okay.
Thanks, Debbie.
Absolutely. Okay.
Debbie, my mother is in Troy, and it was at her home that the home meeting took place that Carolyn was talking about.
Okay.
Yeah.
And there's one in Raleigh on the 17th, I think. There's a big meeting there too. So lots going on in Carolina.
Yeah. And John grew up about 7 miles from Troy, so he knows people there too. So I'll get you guys connected. Okay.
That'd be great.
That'd be good.
Perfect.
All right, everybody. We're 5 past the hour, so
thank you.
Thank you, everybody. Debbie, on you, everybody. We can say goodnight. I hope we see everybody Wednesday at the 3 webinars Debbie are doing. Come, because we're going to do it a little bit differently. Real simple, but we're going to answer everybody's questions, okay?
Thank
Good night, everyone.
Good night.